it's his fault. I'm gonna be tracking him down. Oh. Step, 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 step.
This was a triumph. I'm making a note here, huge success. It's hard to overstate my satisfaction. Aperture science. We do what we must because...
Alright, welcome back to another episode of The Cake is a Lie. I'm Johnny525, Adam S.C. Sampson, and Thomas the Doubter.
Hello.
Yo.
So, what's everybody been up to this week? What's everybody playing?
All right. Well, today, the long-awaited Dynasty Warriors 8 came out.
How bad is it?
No, it's...
You play it? You actually play that?
No, yes. Ever since the second one. No, but to be fair, I took a break from like 5, 6, or 7 because that's when they got all gimmicky, like double team or just strange. They didn't follow the really repetitive formula that I like. So, but they brought the formula back and they've added some stuff. Obviously, if you're not a fan of Dynasty Warriors, then you won't like it. But if you like the Dynasty Warriors 4 and below that, it's good to go.
I watched the video, and it seemed like there was no blood. Is there no blood in the game?
I don't think there's ever been really any blood in Dynasty Warriors
I know.
games.
I just was curious. I didn't know if that was just for the trailer or...
No. No,
it's interesting for the American version.
Yeah, there's some changes to the combat. A lot of the moves are a lot funner to watch and see. They're really varied, but if you like Dynasty Warriors, you're gonna like this. If not, then stay away.
The only thing I really know about Dynasty Warriors is before G4 TV went into GQ and they still had X-Play on the air, every time they had to do a Dynasty Warriors review, they were like, really? Again? The other 8 were bad. Why do I have to review this same piece of shit again?
Yeah, it's true. I mean, and but the one thing about Dynasty Warriors that other games kind of don't have is it doesn't hide what it is. There's a lot of like flashy, beautiful games coming out, and then once you start playing it, you're like, wait, I've done this before. Like, in any other game, the combat system's similar to this, or it's just as repetitive, but they have a shiny, graphic or doodad that makes you want to keep playing. Dynasty Warriors is what it is, and if you like that, then you're gonna like it.
I think I would play it. How much was it?
Oh, no, it's full price. You wouldn't play it.
It's $60?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I know. No, I agree. It's kind of like...
I don't even think there's a demo. I'm sure you could probably find a demo for an old one.
Yeah, no, if you've played one of them,
no,
you have
I
played them
before.
all. And, it's...
Probably at your house.
Like I said, only if people are a fan of the old, Dynasty Warriors games are, is it really worth it. It's a little flashier, but it's pretty much the same game.
Yeah. I bought the Borderlands DLC on the Steam flash sale. It was like $6.99 or something. It was like 77% off. It was something I couldn't pass up at all. So I've been playing. I probably put, I don't know, probably 20 hours in the last 3 days.
In the world, I played that yesterday.
Did you?
Yeah.
How did you not see me online?
I don't know. It was last night.
Why do you hate me? I was probably sleeping.
You're still playing on easy.
I have a baby. I go to bed at like 9 o'clock.
No, there's no easy on Borderlands.
That is true.
But
it's fun.
No, it's
They
really
always do
fun.
a really good job.
Yeah.
The DLC, actually, I'm playing the DLC right now that actually got the lowest rating, and that's the Big Hunt DLC.
I haven't played that one yet.
And it's really funny, but I can see where people were complaining. The maps were kind of poorly designed, so it's just a lot of running.
Well, it's not really. How many... Is the loot okay on that one? Because the other ones are why they're so popular is because the farming of loot is really good.
Well, there's loot, but I've heard when reviewers talk about it, there's the characters, the story, the environments, the enemies. There's a lot of new enemies in it, but I don't know, not as good as Tiny Tina's.
Tiny Tina's is great.
I haven't played the creator of Badass.
That one's it's the Torg one. Mr. Torg.
Yeah.
That one is I've started playing it. It's actually harder than Tiny Tina's, which is weird because it came out before.
Well, you never know.
Well, it's because in Tiny Tina's there's not a lot of bullet damage.
I
It's
see.
a lot of melee and a lot of arrows, which you can dodge a lot of that pretty easily.
I see. Yeah, I've been trying to level my Psycho.
I haven't started one of those yet.
Yeah.
I actually didn't realize it didn't come with the season pass, so I clicked on them and was like, oh, okay. And it was on sale for $3, so I just bought it.
He's an interesting character as far as he's really hard actually to play at low levels because his skills are balanced around later levels, and so you just feel really underpowered. You have skills that make it so your shields take longer to regenerate, and at low levels that's kind of a bad thing when you don't have health or damage.
Right.
So I've gotten him to 30.
Hey John, how do you like the DLCs? Oh, that's right. You traded your game in.
Yes, I did.
Oh, that's
He
right.
bought the
Yeah.
season pass, and yeah.
I bought the season pass and then traded it in
Mm.
before even the DLC even came out.
But didn't you buy it recently with the Xbox sale?
No, I wanted to, but I did not.
I see.
That's all right.
Disappointing.
That's about all I've been doing.
Yeah.
How about you? Just Black Ops 2?
Yeah. No, I've been playing some Devil May Cry. The
Oh,
new
okay.
one. Yeah.
The new one?
Yeah, the new one.
Mm.
And it's very well done. It's very good.
I heard it was good.
It's
I hear visually and gameplay is really good, but
Yeah.
there are a lot of angry fans out there in regards to the new Dante.
I think that there was a lot of angry fans at the beginning when it was announced, but once they got to play with him a little bit in the demo and got to see a little bit more about it, I think they calmed down quite a bit. I didn't care either way, but I'm one of those people that understands change. So
Yeah. Unfortunately, though, change can go either way.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Worse or better. Who knows? I'm sort of thinking about playing it since I played the other ones, but
it's worth it. I think it's good. I think it's great.
It's only on the console, right?
I believe so.
Yeah. I haven't seen it on anything for the PC, so I'm assuming it is.
I see.
All right, I guess.
So, first bit of news. Microsoft pitching Xbox One to small businesses, mainly for conference calls, and I saw him mention like PowerPoint and
Yeah, I think you'll be able to do a lot of the Microsoft, Word and PowerPoint and that stuff
Right.
through it. That's interesting, I guess.
Yeah.
Doesn't really.
I don't see it.
Do you think it has anything to do with? I'm sure this was all or decided before they kind of screwed themselves over at the beginning of E3.
A little frustrating though when they're concentrating on stuff like sports and TV and conference calls
instead of
when
gaming.
we want a gaming machine.
Live TV.
Yeah, I mean that's just me though.
Well, I agree. If they do everything else right and then the gaming part right, then I guess we won't complain.
Yeah, well, I can't honestly like see like professional businesses buying a game box for their conference calls. Like that just doesn't seem.
Yeah, I feel like they'd have to do a
Practical.
lot of selling, like going in and like doing lots of demonstrations and stuff, which just
Right.
seems like not very good use of their time.
Yeah, and I don't imagine it's going to be a very low learning curve. I mean, they're going to have to go in and learn how to use the Xbox and learn how to use.
And
all
yeah,
different
generally
applications
speaking, not all businesses, but a lot of businesses, you have the older crowd who doesn't want to even touch a video game
Right.
system
Yeah,
with a stick.
I can tell you, my dad owns a small business, and there's no way. Plus, most of them, if they have one, they already have it set up. Like, why would they?
Right.
It's not like the technology is changing so much that they need to change what they're doing.
Right.
It just seems weird.
Is that desperation on Xbox?
Well, that's what I was thinking. Maybe it's desperation, but I'm assuming they had this, etched out on what they were going to do way before they screwed themselves. at E3.
I was gonna say it's hard to say when they took a dump on all their
Yeah,
customers.
right.
So
I guess that's it for that one.
Yeah. And then League of Legends Season 3 World Championships to be held at the Staples Center.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
That is a big deal.
That's one of the biggest venues you can get in America.
it's
The world?
crazy.
just
I mean, other than outdoor.
Right.
Basketball venues they seat 35,000 people, 40,000 people,
Right.
maybe.
I always assume because I like League of Legends, but I always assume that it's kind of maybe starting to lose steam with because if you go to the forums, there's just there's an infinite amount of complainers and stuff, but that's any game. But then every time I hear news, it's just them getting bigger and more popular. We're
Yeah,
doing some-
I mean,
taking it to the next level.
LCS is doing very well. I mean, I don't know. Even if I look at just Twitch viewers comparatively to like any other game, when they're just not having a tournament, they have more views than channels that are having tournaments. So it's still a really big game, and their player base is so big that, I mean, they only need to get 5 to 10% of their player base to tune in on an occasion. It's still, 200,000 people. So
That's so, yeah.
and it's getting bigger in Asia
Right.
as well, because it just is.
Have you guys seen the bootleg League of Legends?
It's in China, right?
China,
Yeah, I've seen that.
the Shrek hero. Then they have they just copy pasted skins from cartoons of different like Asian cartoons and American cartoons for the champions, and they're just reskins of the League.
Well, yeah,
of
it
Legends
isn't. I
characters.
think
And
that-
people, what's worse is people actually pay money
For the skins, right?
Yeah, for skins and other things in the game.
and they're not even doing any work, other than I guess hosting the game. That's crazy.
It's frustrating.
Well, I mean, that happens a lot in China, but it might not even be their fault, because I mean, even consoles, they're thinking about raising the ban on consoles. I didn't even realize there was one. There's a ban on United States console or on Xbox, PlayStation consoles in the country. You can't buy them.
In China?
Yeah, it's illegal to buy them
Really?
unless you. I mean, they're made there. Like they let us make them there, but
Well, of
basically
course.
what happens is they get sold on the black market to people.
Right.
They still have them. They still get the games. It's just now it's going to be more legal.
It's kind of odd that
Or might be.
that people
odd.
game on computers a lot over there, and yet they can't have consoles to game with.
Well, it's hard to not let people have a computer, and then it's hard to, on the internet and the computer, you can kind of do whatever you want unless you're raiding people's houses.
Gotcha.
Wow. And then United States government considers gamers athletes.
Yes.
Or,
Yeah.
Specifically,
That's some big news,
League of
actually.
Legends.
That's
Well,
bizarre.
that is,
Yeah.
it's very big news.
League of Legends was the biggest contributor to try to get it changed. Which, I mean, video games are now considered a work of art.
Right.
So they got that changed. I don't know how long ago, recently. But it's a really big deal for international events that are in America,
Right.
because, or maybe even to other countries too, because it makes it different. I'm not really sure.
Not to mention, well, it's easier to, obviously come over here,
Just
but
visas.
also, I mean, that opens doors for all sorts of games or arts as far as what they consider to be athletes.
Yeah, and it would actually, some colleges already are doing programs like, like done by the school. They do intramural stuff for basketball and football. Well, they're doing it for StarCraft 2, especially. And I don't know if they do. There's like a whole league that different colleges play each other, and there's prize money, and it's on it's on Twitch. It's televised. That kind of
I
stuff.
wonder
Wow.
what
It's pretty
the former, well, they're not really former, but the actual physical athletes think about all this as far
Well,
as
it's such a small amount of money, because I don't think they're like providing computers. They're providing a space
I see.
and internet, I'm sure.
well, as far as the whole idea that the government recognizes
Oh, yeah.
professional gamers as athletes.
Well, I mean, I don't know. It's
It's a mental sweat.
fun fact about that. Sweden, I believe, is there's a challenge between the parliamentary people there. They challenge each other to StarCraft 2 tournament
Oh god, that's fun.
to raise awareness about esports and stuff like that for their country, because they're really big.
Nice.
They actually televise like tournaments in their country,
Eventually,
like on normal TV, which is that doesn't happen anywhere else
Nice.
other than Korea.
it's like
Because they have dedicated channels. I just mean they put it on like whatever Fox is for them. Their normal syndicated channel.
Well, I mean, esports has grown so much in the last year.
Especially in America, and Europe is already more established than us because they're smaller,
Right.
they're smaller countries, so it's easier to maybe get awareness. I'm not really sure how that works, but
well, not to mention, like I'm not denying the fact that they have their athletes in sports, but we have football
That
league,
is true.
baseball league, basketball league, hockey, all season, all year round. Maybe if we had less
lacrosse.
sports,
I'm trying to think of stuff that we have. Well,
soccer. I mean, it's not as popular as
no.
everywhere else.
I'm saying
but-
we have lacrosse. I don't know what they do. Cricket in England, and then maybe other places. And soccer's obviously humongous in Europe.
Right.
And the basketball league is It's getting better. We end up poaching all their good players though, so it's kind of there's more money in basketball
We
in
do that
here.
with about every sport, don't we?
Well, yeah.
Well, nonetheless, though, they don't have as many professional sports making money as we do. So maybe gaming's the next easy thing, or they have a time slot for.
Well, gaming is cheap, so
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
but I mean, it gets them
to
over
produce.
here. You know, it's the whole deal was with passports.
Oh no,
And
yeah,
it-
it's
I mean, it
mainly
gets
for
them over here
It's mainly
and
for
then-
China, to be
Right.
honest.
But it gets them over here, and then they have to spend money while they're here.
Yeah, I suppose
Yeah.
that wouldn't hurt the,
Yeah,
the
it-
economy.
Right.
Yeah, it's just
I mean, it's not going to be a huge.
It's just
leap,
visa
but-
issues, man. Just visa issues.
Right.
It's crazy
Just makes it easier.
how hard it
They
is
get
for
a
some countries to
temporary-
get here.
So,
Yep.
but it's
Alright.
interesting in the fact that now technically, if you're an esport, you can.
Oh.
If you're a gamer, you can
Yeah,
consider
yeah.
yourself
So
an
now,
athlete.
guys,
So,
when people are like, "What do you like doing in your spare time?"
Yeah.
I'm an athlete.
yeah,
I'm an athlete.
Probably work out 8 hours a day.
yeah, 8 to 12.
Dynasty Warriors 8. What was that? Nothing.
Workout
so-
is relative there, I guess.
Yeah, really. My thumbs are huge.
You have
So-
gamer's
I
hands.
got gamer's hands. Yeah, you know, after every session, I lick my thumbs and they're black from the thumbsticks. You know, I'm like, I've heard of green thumb before, you know, for gardeners, but
Maybe I
this is
should
what a
clean my
gamer thumb looks
controller.
like.
I'm not that extreme, I guess.
So Sony is trying to rekindle the diversity of the PS1,
Like the era from that, yeah.
the era.
This was a really interesting article. Did you read it?
I skimmed it.
I read the whole
lie.
thing, I think. It was basically they miss the PS1, how the games were kind of designed by a lot of people. It was almost like everything was an indie developer
Right.
at the time. I mean, I think it was just saying that Ratchet and Clank was made...
It's Crash Bandicoot.
Oh, Crash
was made with
Bandicoot.
7 people.
Like 7 people, yeah.
Yeah.
Which doesn't happen anymore.
No.
Wait, not everything was made by 2 companies?
Yeah, yeah,
What's
well,
going
that's-
on
and they-
here?
300 people.
Yeah, they hate it, is basically what they're saying. And they
Right.
want to get back to the roots of what they were doing
That's
and
good.
maybe get some interesting games out of it, you know?
And diversity is the perfect word
Yeah,
for it.
yeah.
Just because, and that's what indie games, the little indie games are known for, is just how different and bizarre the gaming is, or the gameplay.
Well, there's a lot of artists, on the planet that, whatever their
Right.
craft is. Some people make games, and some people would like to, or they have the ideas to, but it's impossible for consoles usually before to get on there because it's just too expensive for developer fees.
Well, the PS3 and the PS2 didn't have an indie lineup. I mean, they didn't have the ability for people to go in and make.
Well,
their
no,
own game
because
and
all
then
the people
distribute
from PS1 and the original stuff got established, and then they kept making games.
it. Right, but the 360 had that option. We've got indie games on the 360.
Oh yeah, it's not
and
as
arcade games.
Yeah, the
are kind
arcade.
of similar thing. I mean, Fez, which was one of the biggest hits last year, was it last year or the year before,
I don't remember.
was pretty much made by one guy.
I
I mean,
know
it
it
started
happen-
off
I
as
know
two,
it
and then
happens,
they
but-
had their falling out. But
It's usually like one game. Yeah, but I wonder when it was actually released. Some of those games get released on, like they release it themselves for the PC or whatever they're doing, and then it's a flash game, whatever,
Right.
and then it gets popular, and then
Right.
it goes on the arcade.
well, yeah, that was like Super Meat Boy that happened with.
Yeah,
I mean, it was popular as a flash game, and then they built it up and made an actual arcade title. That was 2 guys.
yeah.
Yeah.
You
I know it happens. It just doesn't
Well,
happen as much as it used to.
As long as we can get away from what we've kind of been doing with the rehash, I mean, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, AAA titles are just kind of.
I'd like to see some more third-person games of some kind.
You mean like over the shoulder?
or just or platforming or anything like that. Like, don't get me wrong, I realize there's some good ones that came out. The new Tomb Raider was decent, and I can't even think of another third person, but
No, because Far Cry wasn't third person, right?
no,
Okay.
no, it's first person. But I mean, don't get me wrong, the developers still come out with good ideas, but it's still, we still have the first person shooters kind of the king right now in console.
Oh, of course, yeah. Especially, well,
Right.
I mean, it's a formula that they have down pretty well.
Right.
No, absolutely, and there's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with that. I mean, but get
Yeah, is it weird that I hate AAA titles and then I love them at the same time? Like, because
I think that's
I'll
normal.
probably still buy a Black Ops or Ghost, and then I'll probably buy
Dude, there's a
Battlefield 4.
dog.
I know. You can control it.
It's Riley.
It has a camera on its back.
Yes.
Yeah.
And an
It
earpiece in
dies
its
at the
ear.
end.
Well, I'd hope so.
Oh.
I don't know. Snape kills Dumbledore. I was gonna say.
Spoilers.
Oh,
Spoiler alert.
spoilers don't count after 5 years.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. So Sony is finally giving up on their appeal.
I laughed at this actually.
Yeah, this is like what,
$250,000. That's
It's
wasn't
not
that
even
chump
dollars, it's
change?
euro. 250,000 euro.
See that bucket?
Well, that's even more then. Euros are worth more than the dollar. So that's about
after 2
$500,000.
years. I mean,
Oh,
they
no,
got,
euro.
They got hacked 2 years ago, and
Yeah.
they've been fighting this.
Has it been that long?
fine.
It's been 2 years?
It's been 2011.
Jeez.
I wonder how much money they spent in court.
That's probably why they
I
gave
think
it
that's
up.
probably why they gave it up.
Oh, we've reached the amount of.
And
the
didn't
thing.
they? Was it them or someone else get hacked again?
Ubisoft.
That's right. That's right. We talked about it.
Ubisoft
a few
isn't
episodes
quite
back.
the same deal, though. I mean, they do
Yeah.
have information that needs to be kept secret, but
You're right. It's
they're
a little
not-
bit different
They
than
didn't give up.
a
They didn't give
console.
up credit card.
They're not
information.
Sony, one of the biggest electronic companies in the world.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
basically, the whole point of I read a little bit of the article. It was basically saying that why they're getting why the lawsuit happened was because God, fucking Diablo. It's coming to the consoles, guys.
Infernal Helm.
Hey guys, you're gonna get special stuff if you get it. It's a really good game.
See, it says hell yeah.
It's gotten better, but anyways, basically, they basically said that they shouldn't have let it happen. Like, it was not a big enough attack that they should have been prepared. It's basically what the whole thing was
absolutely.
about. So,
They should have been.
and maybe they realize, I guess we should have been more protective. I don't know. Whatever.
Meh.
It probably just cost them too much money.
I don't know. It was all I know is that to down your network for the better part of 3 months, not allow anybody to play online.
God, was it that long?
Yeah, it was a long time. And then the fucking I'm sorry, here's your shitty games. You know, that was like a slap in the face too. That was,
Hey, at least we all forgot about that at
Fuck.
E3, right? E3 time, right?
yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I was a part of that. I lost my passwords. That's probably I got taken for some identity theft last year, and that's probly where it spawned from.
That is probably what it spawned from.
Yeah, that's probably what it spawned from.
You should hop
So-
on the thing, get some of that 250,000 euros.
Yeah, I should
It's about,
get some of that euro. It's
Yeah.
about, I'll
Get some of that
get my whole
Sony money.
$5 American
That's
cash.
about, because it only affected like,
So,
3 to 4 million people.
yeah, only that's all. Just a
Meh.
tiny percentage. So Capcom's gonna milk Street Fighter.
Yeah, well,
A little
Yeah.
bit more.
Say what?
I do love how
Surprise!
I don't know why they're saying it's like a new Street Fighter. It's a DLC.
It's
or
an
an upgrade.
It's an upgrade.
Yeah.
But that's what they're known for. That's what they've
Yeah.
always done. They
But-
did it with Street Fighter 3.
Did they?
Yeah. Oh yeah. There was.
To be
there was
honest-
Street Fighter 3, Super Street Fighter 3, Ultra Street Fighter 3, Turbo. I mean, how many times can you?
Well, I know.
And
That's-
it-
At
this
least
is-
I am happy that this time at least every time they do it we get like 4 new characters.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say. I
You
mean,
know.
it's cheaper, and that's what they did in the past. They only added like 4 characters. It's
Right.
cheaper. It's faster this
But
way.
In the past, you had to buy a whole new cartridge. 'Cause
Yeah,
it was, you know,
yeah, exactly.
Super
And
Nintendo.
they even talk about in the preview that they're rebalancing like everything
Yeah.
as far as in terms of listening to the fans and players. As far as I'm
I
sure
hope pro
they,
players.
Oh, I'm sure.
I
mean,
hope
I'm
that's
sure.
what they're listening to. I hate it when they change stuff for casual people when people actually have like real jobs playing the game.
I'm sure they're
Right.
well aware, considering how popular of a fighting game it is on.
Yeah, they're aware enough. I mean, the fact that they still won't let MLG play their game is kind of. It's almost like something happened like 6 years ago, and they're like, "Nope, still not gonna let you use our game
Yeah.
because you might make money off of it."
right.
Yeah.
To be honest, I don't think
You might promote our title.
this.
so,
I could see this
you
being
know.
the last DLC, and then until they. Maybe they're probably already making it the next gen.
Oh, yeah, the next
Street
gen one.
Fighter.
Oh, yeah, they have to.
Yeah,
So-
but I mean,
As popular as
actually,
it is, they'd be retarded not to.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that. I thought in 2012 edition that they were going to. I thought it was like a full game. Like I didn't realize that you could upgrade it for $14.99 or whatever.
Oh, yeah, the
which
arcade
is
edition.
better than I was expecting. Yeah, I thought it was weird last year when they were doing
Well,
that. I didn't realize it was that.
See, I don't think you could upgrade your original Street Fighter to Super Street Fighter. I think you had to go buy the disc,
Mhm.
but you could upgrade Super Street Fighter to Arcade Edition, or go buy the disc, and you'll be able to.
Yeah.
upgrade.
I'm assuming it's the one that came out in
So-
2011. You can upgrade
Right.
to either one for $14.
Yeah. So it's not a bad deal. I mean,
I could never.
keeps it relevant, I suppose. It's
Yeah.
you know.
Well, I mean, it's just weird that it takes that long for them to adjust characters, though. Like, they have to come out with a new game for them to really do big balance patches. I'm just used to it with playing StarCraft and other games where they and League of Legends too, where they literally will. I mean, they'll change an entire character, how they work in certain games, like their whole kit, everything.
Yeah, if it's
So-
breaking,
And it doesn't, doesn't cost them more money.
Yeah.
We got the original Street Fighter 4 in 2011, 2012,
11.
and we're getting this third upgrade in 2014.
Mm-hmm.
So, not quite a year, just under a year. We're getting every 10 months. We're getting a new upgrade. It's not too bad.
No, I mean, it's not.
But-
I know it's. I'm mainly just talking about for a competitive scene.
Right. Yeah.
Where there's certain things that I don't remember what they call them. Like A class, and there's other ones that aren't used as much because they're not as. They're just not as
haven't
good.
they done emergency patches though? When
I'm sure
yeah.
some
people are
I'm
blatantly
sure
overpowered.
I'm sure they've done some
No, yeah, they've
balancing
done
and
balance.
I thought they've
patches, but-
nerfed and buffed certain
Right.
characters.
Yeah, but
Right.
complete reworks.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah,
I guess I can understand that because reworks in StarCraft 2 don't happen until really big changes don't happen until an expansion. So yeah, that's not too bad, I guess.
Right.
Which those are longer. Wait,
Did you guys see this Jeopardy question that Kotaku was
I
talking
did
about?
see that.
Have you seen this, Tom?
I didn't actually watch the video. No, I kind of heard about it.
Oh, this is hilarious. We'll watch it. It's only about a minute long,
Okey-doke.
and then we'll discuss.
He's not wrong. The question is worded poorly.
The title princess of this game, which launched the best-selling franchise, was named for F. Scott Fitzgerald's wife. 30 seconds, gentlemen. Good luck.
Zelda?
Spoilers.
What is-
Oh, that's wrong.
Yeah, you have to phrase your answer in the form of a question, sir.
Fuck questions.
I thought it was Peach.
Oh, yeah. Well, to be honest, you almost could think that, other than the fact that they went specific with the
Right.
Did
Fitzgerald.
they name her Princess Peach in the first Mario game? Did she have a name even?
helps a
I
lot
didn't
to
think
see
so.
I think it was just Princess, wasn't it?
Fitzgerald's wife.
The princess.
We start with you, Ken. You had 6,600, and you wrote down. What is Zelda? No, that's not the name of the game. Or the
Can you imagine what he's
franchise.
going through in his
It's going to
brain?
cost you
He's like, what?
6,000. You dropped to 600. Now we come down to Mark Jappinga. He had 20,800, and his response was, what is the Legend of Zelda? That's the series, yes. And you had 7,500. That puts you in the lead for the moment with 28,300, and it takes us to Toby Crew. Will he come up with the Legend of Zelda?
I want to know
He
what's
came
going
up
through
with
his
the
mind.
name only.
Oh, he's like,
And where will
Are
shit.
you fucking joking
he-
me?
Wager 15,000.
Oh, and he wagered so much, too.
You wind up in second
Yeah,
place,
he was
and
winning.
Mark
He was
Jappinga,
winning
by, like, quite a bit.
congratulations.
By quite a bit.
Boy, that is dumb.
Well, what bugs me about it is the fact that
He said the name of the wife.
princess. He asked there's two questions in there basically. It's just kind of weird that they didn't accept Zelda. I guess that was the point of the question, but I didn't realize they did.
And that's
questions
I mean,
and
that's
and-
I found that on Kotaku, and that's what the editor was like. He watched the video and then he was screaming in the background, "This is an outrage! Like, are you fucking kidding me? Nobody calls it The Legend of Zelda."
Well, it's not even that, but
So-
the question literally, the first thing is, what is the name of the princess in this game? It says two different things,
Right.
and then it says that launched the franchise.
Right. Well, no, it said the name of the princess in
In the
this
that-
title franchise.
That was named after
that was named
Fitzgerald's wife.
right.
Yeah.
And Zelda should have been
So,
fine.
I'm
It
pretty
should've
sure.
been fine.
He doesn't call his wife the Legend of Zelda.
Right. But it,
I
it
mean,
didn't,
maybe-
it didn't
hey.
specifically
Honey,
ask what his wife's
Legend
name
of
was.
Zelda.
It asked, but I mean, you're right. It is confusing.
Well,
but
it said. I don't know.
they did ask for the name of the series.
Well, he also says,
Man.
"What is the name of the princess?"
I could just
Right.
see.
In
I
the
could
series.
just see them just cussing a storm backstage.
I'm actually surprised his face didn't get
Yeah.
more angry.
Right.
I would just flip the.
Yeah.
Flip the table,
Done.
walk out.
Suck it, Trebek. Yeah.
What's this?
It's right, your
I
mother.
didn't realize I was gonna play a video.
Oh, I must have went to the next thing. I was like, I didn't realize we were going to talk about World Wrestling.
Oh no.
Oh, he's still alive.
Yes.
Grim Reaper himself
That's Sting?
storming to get his hands
It's
on
Ultimate
my
Warrior.
warrior.
The fucking
Lord.
caption.
I can't see it. The thing's in the way.
Oh, here, let me scroll. You ready now?
In the
There we go.
WWE
Ultimate Warrior.
All I could see was the word
Coming in
it's official.
2014.
WWE
No, I'm just surprised. I can't believe he's still alive.
14.
There's actually rumors
To
about
be
that, whether
honest,
he's
I
alive
bet
or
Sting
not.
looks just like that.
They do. Actually, Sting's all black now, but anyways,
I didn't realize he was
God.
black.
that's
You can do that these
black
days?
hair. Have you not seen Tropic Thunder?
I meant black as in
Come on.
race.
Yeah. Have you not seen Tropic Thunder?
Oh, yeah, sorry. I understand what you're saying now. Never go full retard.
It's they're making a big deal about it because this is the first time he's been in the wrestling franchise in like 10 years.
Oh, he wasn't in any of the
He
games.
hasn't been in any of them.
I haven't played.
Like,
I haven't
Well,
played any of
to
these
be
games
fair, he
for-
hasn't been around for like 20, 30 years.
no,
so-
but they still. I mean,
He's a legendary character.
he's a legendary character. I mean, he's
They can make some. They should make some money off of him
So,
with the downloadable
yeah, and they
character.
are. But there's actually rumors on whether or not the original Ultimate Warrior is alive or not, and like there's rumors that a guy that looked enough like him have come in and mimicked him to take over the legend and carry it on.
His
But who
franchise
knows?
name.
Yeah, his franchise name, because he was a bodybuilder down on the
Yeah.
beach, and I mean, he had no talent whatsoever. But he got his start partnering with Sting.
that's
They
right.
came in together, and then they, some low level backyard
Yeah,
wrestling
yeah.
show, and then
Oh, that's funny that they
You know,
both
they-
got super popular too.
and they both did get super popular, right? So wrestling fans should be excited. I haven't actually played a wrestling game in a decade.
But
Yeah,
it's
same
probably
here.
been longer for
I-
me. So it's probably PlayStation 1.
I was
What about? Okay, wait. N64. Was it WCW versus NWO?
I may have played that.
Come on,
Which
how
was-
awesome was that?
That was a good. No, I actually
You
don't.
got characters that aren't even wrestlers. THQ man,
Yeah.
the ninja.
The only reason I even stopped following wrestling in general was just because I liked the difference between WCW and WWF.
yeah,
I really didn't like that they joined it together.
no.
But I know they still do like
Well,
Monday Night Raw and the different shows.
Yeah,
but
they've still got their different shows, but yeah, no,
I
I liked
I like the rivalry between
I
the
liked
two.
that I had options.
Yeah.
And you do nowadays. I mean, they've got TNA, but
It's not. the same
it's
thing.
not the same thing. I don't know. And that's not our medium, so.
And we talked about this last week.
Well, we did, but it's ongoing.
No, I know, it's just a new thing.
and it's updated. The
Yeah.
League of Legends player we were talking about last week for as we put it or as you put it, a too soon joke.
Yeah, they got him in jail for
They got him in jail.
for
He's been
8
in jail
months.
for 5.
5 months. That was been.
He's
I guess
been in
February.
since February.
So yes, I guess 5.
So 5 months. Anyways, he was in jail. He was on suicide watch. He was in solitary confinement, trying to kill himself. And last week, somebody anonymously donated $500,000 to
Bail him
the
out.
charity that the family had set up to try to get him bailed out. He was supposed to go to trial today. His court case was supposed to be today, so he got bailed out like 4 days before court.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah. And I scoured all day trying to find an update of how
Well,
that
yeah,
went,
but
and I
he
couldn't
still
find anything.
he still
but-
gets to be out though.
right. He is out
Did,
on trial.
Like obviously you don't, you're stupid for saying stuff like that, but like, did they have anything other than that's what he said? I
No,
mean, did they
no,
find weapons? Did
No, they
find-
they actually did raid his house, and they found no weapons, no plots, no planning. It was strictly just a comment. Somebody was like, "Dude, you're crazy. You're
Don't get me wrong,
messed up in the
maybe-
head." And he's
yeah.
like, "Yeah, I am. I'm gonna go shoot a school full of kids." And they're still beating
Oh
hearts.
God, I actually didn't realize that there was a comment before that. That makes
Yeah.
it even worse. Like it's
I was gonna
crazy
say-
sarcasm.
I was gonna say, like, you'd think that maybe they'd try him and maybe throw him in. I don't know, like slap him with some community service, keep an eye on him or something. But 5 months for saying something retarded.
If he gets anything more than time served, I'll be shocked.
God,
If he
that's-
gets jail time, to me, that's like cruel and unusual punishment because he's already been in there for 5 months.
not to mention it's
For a
words and there's
comment.
there's no evidence. So
I mean,
don't get me wrong, I think he's an idiot, but
Yeah.
that-
By far, it was not a terrorist threat.
I
by
was
any
talking to
means.
Aaron about this, and he's like, "Well, I mean, if you do any kind of say something that you're going to hurt someone, then it's not freedom of speech anymore." It's like he didn't actually say he was going to hurt a specific person.
or
No,
school.
he didn't.
Or school.
He did.
And there's no evidence to show that
He
he
just
was
lived-
capable or he didn't
Yeah.
have any weapons or like you guys
I
said
don't know.
preparation. I
Right.
think that maybe if they kept an eye on him or had him do something.
Sure, put him on some watch. I don't care.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah, I
for-
mean, he made the comment, and then a gal on that kid's Facebook page
From Canada.
saw the comment, Googled the kid, found his address, and realized that he lived a block away from an elementary school or across the street from an elementary school, and she was like, "Oh my gosh."
It's
To be
not.
honest, though,
that's
doesn't
not,
everyone
it's-
live close to
Don't
elementary
get me
school?
wrong. That's especially in this day and age, you never know. I mean, I think she had the right to necessarily call the police to check up on it. Like, to be honest, I know it's
Yeah.
but to see that he's next to a school and he said something like that, But don't get me wrong. After they raided his house, I don't think he should be in jail for 5 months or whatever.
Yeah,
That's-
I agree. Yeah.
Don't say
Yeah,
stupid stuff on the
don't-
internet.
Don't say stupid stuff on
Yeah.
the internet. Yeah, no kidding. I don't know. It went a little far.
I
but-
can't wait to say the story to my son when he gets older.
Yeah, yeah.
this is what
careful
happens to you
say.
if you
Here's
say
what
stuff on the
happened.
internet. It's
Yeah,
dumb.
absolutely. Don't be a bully.
Mm-hmm.
So Gfinity was this weekend, the Call of Duty tournament in London.
Okay, I actually didn't even hear about this. I usually hear about. So is Gfinity? Is it a new tournament? Have they been doing it for a while?
They've been
I don't
doing
know
it
anything
for
about it.
a couple years, I
Okay,
believe. But
and it's only Call of
it's-
Duty, or do they do all first person shooters?
I think
like
it was only Call of Duty.
Okay.
I do. I think it was just Black Ops 2. All the major teams were there: Complexity, NBS, Optic, and they all finished exactly where they finished at Anaheim.
Oh yeah, that was only 2 weeks ago. So
Right, which was only 2 weeks
So it
ago.
makes sense.
But, Complexity won again. Optic got third again, and I can't remember who got second. But the biggest news out of it, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm totally talking on my ass. I have no clue what I'm talking about. I just started following eSports fairly closely, like a couple months ago.
well, yeah, that's. I mean, most people in the last couple of years is when
Yeah.
they actually call them 09ers because that's when StarCraft 2 came out.
Okay.
Well, I mean, you're not an 09er, but I'm just saying like
Right.
there's
gotcha.
been a decade of esports, but there's been
Right.
a lot of new people recently, and they don't really know a lot
So-
about the old stuff. I'm one of the people. I only started following it in 09.
Yeah, I just I follow some of the Optic guys on Twitter, and a couple YouTube people that I follow are Optic fans. So my feed was just full of Gfinity information. It was full of Anaheim information a couple weeks ago, and the Call of Duty Championship back in April, which seems strange to me that the $1 million tournament, the Call of Duty $1 million tournament, was the first one that started off the season. Anaheim was only worth $50,000. Gfinity's only worth $50,000.
Yeah,
Wouldn't you have the championship at the end of the season?
yeah. It really goes off the time period of when their games come out though, because they're doing a specific time. They'd have to like skip 1 year and then have it be the end because the game came out. But
Right.
they didn't start doing it like the year didn't
Well, the
start
game came out in
esports
November,
until,
so championship
Yeah.
was in April, so 6 months. Everybody had 6 months with the game.
Yeah, but what they do is like MLG doesn't do much in January and February,
Right.
and then they start doing their tournaments, and then and they're a big part of the esports scene in America,
Right.
especially for consoles. So it just it starts too late. No, I mean, they did one tournament. I mean, there's already been one MLG before the
The
other
winter
one.
championship.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, there was winter championship.
Yeah, there was winter championship.
And they've been doing some. I think they did some arena stuff. Maybe I can't remember. I haven't followed that scene as much, so I just know at the big ones they're always there.
yeah,
Their stage was bigger this time around. They were all three
Right.
equal, so that's good for them.
yeah. It's definitely picking up. I mean, the fact that all these guys are
Well, they had to-
going to London. I mean, they're
They added kill streaks. That was a
Right.
big thing that they didn't do. This is the first time
Right.
they've ever had kill streaks in a competitive play.
oh really?
It shows
Yeah.
you how
I thought they
little
just
I
dropped
know.
I just thought they dropped the care packages. I didn't
No,
think you
no.
could
I
ever
mean,
get a
you can
care
get.
package.
They do have some banned, but I mean,
Right.
lightning strikes not banned. Care packages. I don't know if UAVs are. I don't know which
I'm
ones
sure
are or not.
UAVs are fine.
But before they didn't, and that's why it wasn't as popular. Was because one of the reasons was because they people would watch it and they'd be like, well, that's not how I
Right.
watch. Like they ban guns. It's already kind of weird because they play way different than a normal team does because they're
Right.
talking and they have
They
strategy.
communicate. Yeah.
Yeah, but they had added a lot of strategy because like with
Right.
a lightning strike, you can click it and then it brings up and it pings everyone,
Right.
but you don't have to use it.
No.
They will.
But it only pings them once, though.
It only pings once every so often, like every 2 minutes, or I think there's a time limit on it.
Oh, is there?
It'll ping again eventually. Maybe the next round. I can't remember what it was, but there's this,
I thought it only pinged once.
It's changed the meta for what they can do a lot, and it creates exciting games because everyone's on a flag, and then everyone's dead, and the game ends, and you win by 6 points because they didn't cap it.
Right.
I mean, that stuff happens, and it's more exciting. So
The biggest piece of news that came out of the whole thing was Team Envious, one of their go-to guys, Stainville, in one of the final matches went 16-30, and they were like, unacceptable, you're gone. They kicked him out right then and there.
Wow.
Yeah. And
was there still more tournament left?
No, it was that was their last match.
Oh, okay.
They finished in like 12th place, like 9th to 12th place. However, the bracket was really screwed up at Gfinity. I heard. I had no idea how to. But and then Karma, who was with Impact, who took second.
Is he like their go-to guy?
He is arguably the best Call of Duty player in the world.
Okay.
Is what they say. Like I said, I have no idea what I'm talking about, but that's what I picked up. And he went to Envious. So don't be surprised to see Envious right back at the top at the next tournament.
It's crazy.
It's
a lot of pressure because we've all played online games, and maybe we do well on average, but every now and again we have those rotten games.
Oh yeah.
I can't imagine one bad game ending a career.
It could have been a series of events too.
He got picked up by somebody else right away, but
yeah,
I mean they all
so,
did.
but...
And I think like the only team that hasn't made significant changes after every tournament is Optic.
Well, yeah, but they do. Don't they win almost everything?
Well, they finished in third place. I think all three tournaments they got third place. They might have got second at the COD Championship.
I wouldn't be mad about that.
No, it's still some money, but
I mean, it sucks to not get first, but I mean, finishing third, it's kind of half the time it's roll the dice sometimes for
top three all tournaments. I mean, can't
they're
ask more than that.
They're all sponsored, so it's not like they had to pay for their trip. I mean, it's not like you and I go and spending.
No, we're not a casual person on open bracket.
Yeah, a couple grand on a plane ticket, and then a few $100s on hotels.
Oh yeah, in Europe.
Europe,
I'm assuming there was no name American teams there. There's probably no name Europe teams there.
Yeah, probably.
Probably, unless somebody's got some loaded parents or something.
Because I'm familiar with like League and StarCraft a bit. Like who's is that pretty mixed up in Call of Duty games as far as who does well in what country or?
As far as I know, Europe is better normally. In first-person shooter games, and actually they're better in StarCraft 2 now as well.
Don't forget, also
are they better in League of Legends too?
Well, a lot most of the time.
They have more of an infrastructure than we do. They have for a while.
Right.
I mean, there's team houses popping up in Southern California,
right?
For at least for some StarCraft teams. I'm assuming Call of Duty
once you get to the tournament, though, it's all LAN. So. I mean,
no, of course, it's just
you don't have to that connection
our country
to compete with
is humongous.
Yes.
So it's harder. It's always the case. That's our excuse, I guess. We're big, so there's some guy in New York and some guy in LA. They're not going to be able to really practice in the same house, eat, breathe, and sleep that game.
Right. Well, like
as much as you can if you're in a team house.
As far as I know, the four competitive Optic teammates, Nade, Scump, I can't remember the other two, all live in Chicago.
They all live in.
So,
they must have all moved to the same spot.
Yeah, so they can all play together, and they
I'm
do have.
They chose Chicago.
I forget where their team house isn't in Chicago though. But
oh
yeah, they have a team house, but it's not in Chicago.
Oh, so where do they live then?
They live in Chicago, but that's not where the team house is.
That's confusing. So they don't live in the team house.
No,
then.
they don't live in the team house.
That's really weird.
Yeah. And they're all.
That's why they're getting third.
I mean, they're all. Yeah, that might be.
I'm just kidding.
Because they went to the team house like a week. I think they went to the team house like a week before the tournament.
Yeah, that's what a lot of. I don't remember what they call it. It's basically just like cramming before a test type thing.
Right. Yeah. So.
Yeah, that can't be good.
I mean, they obviously a week out, so it's a little better than just the night before for a test. But it'd be better if they lived in the house the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, everybody's got lives, but
I know.
I mean, they're all sponsored.
There's a reason why the Korean teams beat everyone.
Sure.
In everything,
right?
Esports wise, eventually.
Right. Unless you're playing 1-on-1.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, StarCraft's a one-on-one
Yeah.
game, and Koreans destroy everyone else. There are a couple European players that can get top 5, but it's usually only one per tournament. And then the other 10 are Koreans. This is the way it is. But they all live in the same
We're
house.
too busy making the awesome game they play.
Right.
That's my excuse.
Yep.
Yeah. The Evo Championship Series was this weekend too.
I didn't watch any of this. I
work all weekend. I never get a chance to
that's
watch
actually
them.
why I didn't either. I was trying to figure out why.
I really wanted to watch Gfinity, but
I work from 4 to midnight every day. So.
Yeah, I work 5 p.m. to 5 a.m. So I could have gone home and watched an hour of Gfinity in the morning.
Did they have VODs right up? Did they have videos on demand, like right after?
No. Well, I'm sure I could find some, but it was all on Twitch.
Oh, then yeah,
You
so
know,
you probably could watch it through, unless you had to pay.
But
Sometimes you have
I don't
to
know.
pay.
It seems like a moot point to me to watch it after the fact. But
Well,
I don't know.
you'd really only watch it to watch a specific person that you would be following,
Yeah.
but it's easier to just go on whatever wiki they have for the thing and just see
Right.
what the bracket did.
Yeah. But Evo Championship was this weekend, which generally consists of Street Fighter, Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom, Injustice this year was a big title, and Mortal Kombat dropped a little bit. It wasn't as major. In fact, they had their final day 1.
Oh, okay. Probably King of Fighters.
King of Fighters
13. I don't know.
Yeah,
13, right?
13. But the winners of the big 4 that I felt anyways, Injustice winner was EMP KDZ, and
Yeah, I don't know anything about him.
I don't know anything about him either, but he won.
I only know.
Congratulations,
Justin,
good for him.
I only know if Justin Wong wins because
He did not
He's part of
win,
EG, and I follow EG on Twitter.
He actually, since you brought him up, he apparently had a major comeback in the Ultimate Marvel versus Capcom.
That's his thing. He will get to he'll get to the lower bracket like right away, and then come back and win the whole thing.
Yeah, he came back and took second, but
he didn't do the double.
No, he didn't win, but he took second.
Yeah, and they don't do extended series there, so which is good. You have to win twice.
Right.
Like you have to win against the winner's person.
Yeah.
2 full sets in a row.
I guess he got booed pretty hard when he first came on, and then by the time he was in the winner's bracket at the championship game, people were cheering for him pretty hard. They were calling it a pretty big comeback.
What are they booing at him for? Is it poor performance, or is it the characters he chooses?
He's a super nice guy too.
I don't know.
I follow him on Twitter, and
Do you?
well, I follow lots of EG guys because it's my favorite team, esports team,
Right.
and he always seems like a super nice guy. He'll be on like Live on 3 or something, and he'll just be talking and be a super nice guy. So it's weird that they would boo him.
And then the Street Fighter 4 winner was MCZ Zion.
I don't recognize any of these names.
I don't either. I don't.
I usually recognize the
Team.
No, like the top person. There's usually, I don't remember their names, but there's a couple Japanese guys because obviously they're the best at this game,
Right.
because they still have arcades, which is really weird.
True.
Like they literally still practice in an arcade, like old school arcade.
Pump quarters in?
Yeah.
Really?
Wow. I'm assuming they get.
Probably own their own arcade.
Well, I'm not sure how that works, but they probably pay. It's probably time. Like you're not using quarters anymore. You're buying an hour's worth of time, like a internet cafe would be. But all right.
And then the Mortal Kombat winner, which I had to go to a completely different page to find, was Crazy DJ T88.
That's a terrible name.
And he actually, I read the article, and everybody uses Cabal in Mortal Kombat 9.
Huh.
All the pros.
It makes sense.
Use Cabal.
He's pretty ridiculous.
And he won with Cyrax. Cyrax proved the ultimate breaker for. I've always been a big Scorpion and Sub-Zero.
I played Scorpion and Sub-Zero a lot.
Yeah.
I also played Liu Kang quite a bit when I was younger, like in 1 and 2 and 3.
Yeah, I've always been Scorpion and Sub-Zero. Which Scorpion
freeze
is...
uppercut, freeze uppercut, freeze uppercut, I win.
Right. Scorpion is in Injustice. They used him as a downloadable character for Gods Among Us. He was the third
downloadable character?
Yeah, the third downloadable character. And then Zod was the fourth. And they just announced a fifth downloadable character.
Martian Manhunter, wasn't it?
Is going to be Martian Manhunter, yes. Yes, it is. So.
I really need to get a fighting stick.
That's why I ended up trading in Borderlands was because I wanted the Injustice fight stick
Combo.
So I don't like it.
I haven't played this as sad as that makes me, because I'm kind of a fan of DC.
It's not bad. It's not bad. It's not great. It's nice and fluid like Mortal Kombat is, but the only problem I have is I don't care for. I like finishers. You know, I like being able to finish a guy in Mortal Kombat. And one thing Street Fighter does well is even though you don't have a finisher, when you win a round or you win a fight, the fighter stays down. One thing I hate about Injustice is when you win the round, they get up and then they fall over.
Oh, that's
And it just
dumb looking.
it takes me out of the experience.
That's weird. That's what they used to do in Mortal Kombat, though.
Well, you'll see it in the trailer here.
It sounds like they used the voice actors that were in the DC cartoons.
I think they might have used some.
That's cool.
Aw, Martians don't like fire.
I love the stage transitions though.
That is,
But from what I
cool.
heard, they took that out of Pro.
Yeah, and
They took that out of Championship.
and
makes sense.
I heard some people saying it got old, but I think you can turn it off, right?
Yeah, you can turn it off.
That's cool. They have that option.
Well, they did that option for eSports.
Okay.
It's just too long.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's
Not to mention, I'm sure some levels might have
And
overpowered
it deals a bunch
transitions.
of damage too.
oh, did it?
Yeah, it deals a ton of
that's
damage.
Dumb.
Yeah, I think those are the voice actors from the animated DC. I'm a nerd.
Good. That's why we like you.
He's got to win round one here eventually.
Jeez, yeah. I'm surprised that they live this long. Like,
Actually, I think we might have missed it. They might have already done it, but
Oh, wow.
in Marvel vs. Capcom, they would have already been like the next fight.
There, see, he gets up and then he falls down.
Yeah,
It's
that was a
ridiculous, but
really
anyways.
long first round.
That was the full fight actually.
Oh, okay.
It was just- it didn't
was
take
the
long.
Full fight, yeah. So
Is
but
Deathstroke
he's-
any good?
Is
I
what?
do. Deathstroke is a lot of fun.
I'm kind
actually.
of a fanboy, so
Yeah, he's a lot of fun. He's very good. I like Deathstroke a lot.
I feel like that's one of those games that it'd be really easy to do cross-platform on. That I wish they would. Like between PC and one of the other consoles.
keep
Because
trying.
you wouldn't have any kind of a... Well, PlayStation did it with some games. They did it with
I
Portal,
know.
too. So one game. I think they did one other one. I can't remember what it was, but... Yeah.
So I caught this article this morning actually. Video games can help in stroke rehab, says Israeli research. It was a long article. I skimmed it.
I read the first, 3 paragraphs or 4 paragraphs.
It's-
Just to
it's
understand
basically-
what they were talking about.
Yeah, it was basically just stimulating brain cells that.
Be honest, that's all you really ever hear. I mean,
Right.
you have those idiots who tried to make the connection between violence and video games, which obviously doesn't exist.
No, and there's
but-
actually studies out there that,
Yeah,
that say
they-
it negates violence.
Mhm, and then you even got the military who said that people score higher on the reaction and
Yeah,
hand-eye
gamers have faster
coordination.
reflexes,
Yeah,
definitely.
it's you know.
Yeah, what they said with this was basically they would do one session of normal rehabilitation, and then it was like half the amount of time and movement and what they would do if they were just playing a specific thing on the Wii or whatever thing they were doing. I think it was the Wii, right? Or Wii U.
I don't remember.
I don't know what console they were. I'm sure it was the Wii because it's the most movement one, I guess, or it has the most games with movement. But yeah, I mean it's cool, I guess.
No, it's interesting. Just it's not all bad for you.
No.
Well-
just sit far enough away from the TV.
Right.
Well, yeah, and take a break when you.
Yeah.
Fuck. Take a break every 30 minutes. Fuck that.
Well, man, Adam, he can get pretty mad with. I've seen many coffee cups cry.
What?
On his wall. No, I just remember when you used to knock cups off your desk
Oh yeah,
back in the day.
that was really only with StarCraft.
You should have seen. I recently got Street Fighter and he hadn't played it in a while, and his favorite character's Ken, and he decided to go online and try
Oh
a
my
few
God.
matches. Oh my god, he exploded. I mean, I don't blame him either. Just
It was like it wasn't the fact that I was losing. It was like the lag was so bad
yeah.
that like literally things were taking like 2 seconds to like do. So it was just extra terrible. And I just like I hate lag. Lag drives me nuts more than anything on the planet. So
what are we watching here?
My wife sent this to me the other day,
Oh.
and I'm just gonna let it play because it's hilarious.
Console Wars the musical.
Console Wars the musical.
It's really good.
It's really good, and I'm gonna mute everybody.
The PS4 will take it all. We'll leave the Xbox in the dirt. We'll be $100 less. There'll be a mess. We will make Microsoft hurt. Our Xbox One was something new, a system built to pave the way. But people took up in a rage. They're scared of change. They want the same. They're all to blame, but we will still win the day. Our console's better. Our console's better. Our console's better than yours. We're gonna win it. We're gonna take it. We're gonna settle the score. It's on.
PC, it's better on PC. Play games the way they're meant to be.
Play on PC. The future is on Steam. The consoles hold our progress back with discs that crack. PC.
The PS4 is better RAM. Nobody cares about Kinect. You had the eye last time we checked. At least they're giving us a choice. We have a voice.
We have superior tech.
We just about have equal specs. From launch, the Xbox One will soar. The PS4 will win the war. We'll play our games and watch TV. Why play a game on half a screen? A multimedia device. A better price. Take our advice. We won't think twice, cause we're the best on the scene. Well, we have Halo, and we've got Killzone, but we've got so many more. We're getting Drive Club, and we have Forza, and we might get God of War. Why would we ever play
It's
PC?
better on PC.
I wanna play on my
Play
TV.
games the way they're meant to be.
Play on PC. Higher FOV. Proudly download countless games from epic sales. PC, it's better on PC. Play games the way they're meant to be. It's right for you and me. Together now from dusk till dawn, we're playing on
What's the musical?
It's West Side Story.
West Side.
West
Okay,
Side, yeah.
okay.
It's
I
West
was
Side
like,
Story.
oh, it's West Side Story.
I know that.
I knew Adam would like that, considering how much they worship PC.
I just thought it was funny that it was even
A thing.
well that it was in there and they were. That's what all PC players say though.
Right.
That's why it's so perfect.
Yeah, but not.
But it's better on PC.
It is, but
No,
it's
Some
cheaper.
games
It's
aren't.
cheaper if you can make your own PC, but a lot of people aren't smart enough to do that.
sure.
Just saying.
I'm
Convenience with the console, I'm guessing.
Yes.
Oh no, that's why it exists.
Yeah.
Well, that and PCs weren't really made for gaming.
The original gaming consoles were PCs. They were computer systems.
Nintendo. Yeah. What
Before-
about
before that.
Pong?
Yeah, Big Pong. Those were the.
Right.
Atari
That's
computer
sorry,
system.
but that's
Yeah.
before
I
game
know.
computers were capable of gaming.
Yeah, without getting a specific thing that really couldn't do anything else but just game. Yeah.
Well, there's all the other old consoles.
They just didn't have anything, a name for them, because.
Well, they had the ridiculous GX 2800 and with the wood paneling,
Yeah.
and then the screen inserts you put over the TV
Yeah.
because there's no color.
This one looks better with the red one.
Yes.
Oh, look, there's a console.
So that's about it for news. We got new releases this week. Dynasty Warriors 8, which Tom's playing.
Yeah, and once again, only if you like Dynasty Warriors.
Yeah. Save your money.
Oh, Beyond Two Souls, huh?
Well, I put a couple of games to watch for.
To watch for.
Yeah,
I thought
yeah,
I was like, it's out.
Well,
Holy.
no,
Why
it's
am I
not till-
here?
Yeah.
See you guys.
Till October. No,
Um,
I've been hearing a little bit about The Evil Within, and I'm getting excited.
It's
for
made
it.
by the guys that make Resident
It
Evil.
is,
Oh, but
it is made by the guy that started Resident
Is that
Evil.
that
okay,
weird, that
okay.
really creepy
Yeah.
Bethesda preview with the guy working the barbed wire or whatever?
I don't think I've even seen a trailer.
Yeah,
for
I've
it.
only seen. There's a couple.
I've only seen a couple
There's-
articles. I don't even
there-
think we have a trailer yet.
I was gonna say Bethesda was gonna release this new scary game or whatever, and they had a
Well, yeah, this is Bethesda.
yeah.
think,
Maybe
right?
it's something else. I don't know.
Might be something
I'll have to find it and link it to you guys. But also, I guess Watch Dogs. I don't know if anyone's been paying attention to the Watch Dog trailers. They are. I guess they're gonna make it into a series as far as
Good.
similar to kind of the Assassin's Creed esque.
See, I like when they pour
It's the same
AAA
company, isn't
money into a new game,
Yeah.
so you can have a new, 3-game series thing, and then maybe move on to something else that's innovative.
Yeah, I'm getting excited for that. I like scares in my games.
Man. And then Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, Grand Theft Auto.
I know.
Did you guys
And
watch?
Yeah,
the
we talked about
gameplay?
it.
Yeah,
We
you
watched
watched it
We talked
last
about it
week.
last week. You weren't here.
I know. That was my bad.
And
But
we talked a bit about Beyond Two Souls last week too.
any word on the Grand Theft Auto front as far as if they're gonna have co-op on the main game at all or not?
I don't think they've released information about
Yeah,
it, but
we haven't.
I'm assuming they will.
we know there's.
I want to
you think
plan
so?
bank robberies
I
with
hope
my
so.
friends.
At
Yeah,
least,
I hope so,
at
too,
least,
now that you mention it.
maybe not the. Maybe they'll do something like what Portal did. I don't know, where it's like a separate thing.
The only problem
But-
with
Well, I
that
know
and
they're
other
gonna have
games have done
multiplayer,
that is
The fact that you have 3 main characters, it would almost be ridiculous not to do
Yeah,
a co-op.
yeah. The
be
only
easy.
the only thing with the separate co-op, I mean, Portal pulled it off because they're amazing, but is like
Right.
you get the Far Cry thing where it's smaller, it's condensed, and they can't put as much into it when it's like a totally separate thing.
Yeah.
The only people I really saw that pull that off fairly well, and that was only on console, was Red Dead Redemption. But they had a lot to do on there.
That game was big.
Yep.
I hope Grand Theft Auto is as big as they're making it out to be.
Yeah, I do too. It looks good.
It's not very often that people are disappointed when they release the new Grand Theft Auto.
That is true.
Don't get me wrong. The last one had its obvious problems. You want to go bowling, and also it feels
Right.
like you're driving on ice all the
Right.
time. But
Oh, but now instead of bowling, we get to go golf and play tennis and go skydiving.
yeah, things that are not throwing darts at a dartboard
Right.
while you're drunk. But
Right.
no,
you can play pool too, couldn't you?
yeah, there's a lot of little things you could do on that, but most of it I felt it was kind of cool at first. You're like, I'm playing darts, but then it grew rather tedious and
Right.
made me sad.
Yeah.
I wish you could throw the cell phone out the car window.
Oh my god, they're releasing the RIPD the game. I'm so
I
excited.
heard that's gonna be so
excited.
good.
Every time I see the trailer for that movie,
Men in Black clone.
I like die a little bit inside. It just looks bad.
It makes me think of they came out with an arcade title for Pacific Rim.
Mm-hmm.
And,
I'm sure that was bad too.
The Kevin Van Ord, the critic for GameSpot that I follow on Twitter, made a comment I think yesterday, and he was like, I love that Raptor, when it shows my updates, it puts an exclamation point to playing this game, as if I'm excited to be playing this game. And he was playing Pacific Rim.
You know what they needed to do with it for even an arcade title is remember the arcade game, was it King of the Monsters?
Oh yeah.
Where you're actually big giant monsters and you had to stop aliens. It was actually a arcade game first, but then it came out on like Super Nintendo and stuff. They needed to do that, but with the Pacific Rim, just the old beat 'em up
that's what
titles.
I was thinking of. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's that one where you were. God, I think I talked about it last time. I don't remember, but you were the monsters and you were like destroying the.
Rampage or something?
Yeah, kind of like a rampage type game.
Right, Rampage.
I just more Final Fight though.
Oh yeah, I love Final Fight.
No, but actually, I'm surprised they don't do more games like that. The beat 'em ups. I realize.
Down.
Sorry, I do like I was a big fan of Castle Crashers and
I
games
wish there
like
was
that.
more games like that, like Castle Crashers.
No, yeah, fun beat 'em ups, and a lot of indie developers have had good ideas in the past. I just wish there was more.
No, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I wish there was more like that.
Yeah.
Just because they're games that my girlfriend would play with me.
Yeah.
Because she wanted me to buy it on Steam and she played it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if there was more games like that in existence that were
You
cute
can get your girlfriend to play with you?
Usually on Fridays.
Lucky?
No, I meant, what kind of play we're talking about?
But
All right.
Metro Last Light Faction Pack.
Oh,
comes
yeah,
out.
it's a DLC for the game.
Anybody buy it for a penny on Best Buy the other day when they had their little...
No,
glitch?
I didn't see it until it was too late,
Yeah.
and then they were sold out,
Yeah, I
which
thought it
means
was
they
too
probably
late,
just
too.
took it off
Yeah.
the thing.
Yeah. But congrats to anybody who got their hands on that.
Yeah,
That's can't beat that. A whole penny.
yeah. I wonder who got fired.
Yeah, no kidding, right? How many thousands of copies
who
did they
did that? Was
sell?
it Razer who accidentally gave coupons or mislabeled a price, and then the owner was like, "Okay, well, we made a mistake. We'll just go through with it," and it actually costed them money, but they, did it anyways for the customers.
It was a digital download, so it's not like they lost physical copies of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I guess.
So-
I guess they didn't actually technically lose anything.
Right.
Interesting how that works now.
That would hurt the developer more than it would have hurt Best Buy, unless
Yeah.
Best Buy has to recoup the developer.
Which
is
maybe.
possible.
That is possible.
I mean, because I'm sure they
Actually,
pay a
that's
certain
true.
percentage for
that
every.
is true.
So
Good for the developer, man.
yeah,
Because they just got a shit
They
ton
just
of
got a
money.
shit ton of money. Yep. There's nothing worth noting coming out this week.
No, not really. I just put those down. 'cause I
Besides
saw 'em.
Dynasty Warriors.
I looked. I was gonna add some stuff, and I looked. And I'm like, no.
Right before, about 2 hours before the show, I was like, I should look. I don't
Yeah.
think there is anything, but
Yeah, no.
no, I mean,
I saw Dynasty Warriors, and I'm like, no. So that's
Fair enough.
I think that'll.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
So you can check us out on YouTube. If you're watching us on Twitch, our
Time
whole
spent poorly.
3 viewers,
Oh, nice.
which is me and Nathan and us.
Yes.
So
Yep. Well, maybe, maybe someone.
my
just-
daughter might be staring at the computer, going, "It's Daddy, Daddy."
That's okay. Some people watch them after. The fact.
No. Yeah, and really,
Yeah.
I just wanted to start the process.
Right.
Maybe. I mean, we're gonna do all the shows from
Yeah.
the network on this Twitch channel.
Right.
So, and then also be on YouTube, and then we're on Stitcher as well.
Stitcher Radio.
That's brand new.
Yeah, that's brand new. If
sign
you
up for the-
download the app, don't forget to tell them who sent you. Time spent poorly. You can download us on iTunes.
Yep. TimespentPoorly.com.
Timespentpoorly.com. We are all over.
We do movie shows. Tom's on
Movie shows.
Hang from the Balcony movie show. We also do a comic book one.
Comic Book Nerdgasm. Is one of my favorite shows.
Katie Reed. They just got videos at the second studio, so they'll be doing more
We have a second
shows.
studio.
Yeah, at Derek's house.
Oh.
He just got his camera and stuff set up. So,
Very nice.
yep, we should be more of those soon. So,
Very
yeah.
good. So that's it for us. I'm Johnny525, Adam S.C. Sampson, and Tom the Doubter.
Bye.
See you later.
I'm making a note here, huge success. It's hard to overstate my satisfaction. Aperture science. We do what we must because we can. For the good of all of us, except the one